It has been decided. We have the matchups for the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals. I'm going to give you the top plays for this two-game slate we got going down on DraftKings and Fanduel. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Tuesday and Wednesday DraftKings and FanDuel slate. All right, it's on separate days. There's no more 2 games on each and every day. We are down to our final. All right, we're down to the finals on the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference side of the ball. So they have split it up to Tuesday and Wednesday. They have combined it, okay, on DraftKings and on FanDuel. You can find it on FanDuel. I had to look for a little bit, but it is there, okay? There is the 2-game slate on FanDuel as well. So before I deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. Also, follow me on TikTok at chef_D91. I'm going to be putting up fantasy football content on there, sometimes betting advice, but mostly we're gearing towards fantasy football because NBA is coming to an end. Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe. We are currently at 891. The goal is right around the corner. Let's continue to push 1K, all right? 1K will be the cash giveaway for that 1,000th subscriber. That lucky person will be getting sent money, all right? So they can bet, so they can do DFS, whatever you want. Whatever you want to do with the money, that's the gift, okay? Now, let's get into this very, very huge slate. Wow. What a surprise the Dallas Mavericks has. They have really pulled through, man. They came through and mollywopped the Phoenix Suns. I should do a separate video on the game 7s. I should. I might. We'll see what happens with that. But Dallas Mavericks surprise and destroy the Phoenix Suns. I happen to be on that side. With the betting part, I was on that plus money on the Mavericks, okay? Definitely we saw too much going throughout that series that lent towards this might be a close one. Or maybe Jason Kidd has figured out how to beat the Phoenix Suns, and he did. All right, so got Dallas Mavericks, Golden State Warriors, and in the Eastern Conference, we got the Boston Celtics going against the Miami Heat, okay? 2 top-tier defenses banging it out against each other, right? Let's start at the point guard position. Let's get this cooking, okay? We are going to go with the Miami Heat here with this point guard position. We're going to start off with Tyler HERRO, okay? We might get a little bit of a little mix and match here. Maybe Tyler HERRO gets thrusted into the starting lineup for this series, okay? Boston, yes, is a very good defensive team. Granted, Tyler HERRO and Miami are going to need all their offensive power in this scenario, okay? Going up against the Boston Celtics, just so that they can have an open option on the court, all right? Oh, say they want to guard up Jimmy Butler and Max Strus. You need someone else that can be a playmaker on the court, and Tyler HERRO can be that guy. I think he's going to be huge either way. If he's starting or if he's coming off the bench, doesn't matter. He's going to get big minutes, and he's going to have to be a contributor, especially since there is no Kyle Lowry, okay? No Kyle Lowry in game 1. I expect Tyler HERRO at home. You're going to see Miami coming out fighting tooth and nail, and their supporting cast guys are going to knock down their threes. I like Tyler HERRO at this very cheap price. So we're getting a starter at below 6K. I'm looking at the last 2 games. Yes, he got limited minutes, but that is fine. This is a new series, a new matchup. They blew out Philadelphia in pretty much the last 2 games, so that's why Tyler HERRO was not much of a factor, okay? So Tyler HERRO at 5,500, getting starters minutes. I'm liking that price right there. Let's go to the shooting guard spot, and we're going to go with JAYLEN Brown, okay? JAYLEN Brown at 8,100. All the eyes are going to be on Jason Tatum, okay? He's going to need his number 2 in this scenario. All right, and just looking back at the games between the Celtics and the Miami Heat, he happened to be the guy that excelled in this matchup, averaging 32 minutes in 3 games against the Miami Heat. averaged 41 fantasy points, 24.7 real points, a steal, 3.3 assists, and 6.3 rebounds a game. Jaylen Brown was the guy that stepped up, okay? And get him a little bit of discount. They dropped him all the way down to 8,100. All the eyes are going to be on Tatum. All the eyes are going to be on Jimmy Butler. They might cancel each other out because they're going to be going mano a mano in offensively and defensively, okay? Jaylen Brown is the number 2. He's going to have some better opportunities to put the ball in the basket, get aggressive, possibly have some open shots here and there. I like Jaylen Brown at the shooting guard / small forward spot for the Tuesday slate. All right, let's continue to go down. Let's go to the small forward spot. We're going with Max Strus. All right, Max Strus is going to be key. All right, he stepped up. I challenged them, and they pretty much sat Duncan Robinson right back down. As you can see, Strus was a little bit up and down, struggling, but got cooking again at home in Miami, where he had 4 for 10 from that three-point line. A nice double-double, 19 points, 10 rebounds. So he's chipping in offensively and defensively with the rebounds as well, with offensive and defensive rebounds. He's providing nice energy there. He did it yet again against Philadelphia in that final game, 20 and 11 with 5 assists as well. Max Strus coming off the bench, being thrusted into the starting lineup. He stepped up as pretty much the 2B, the 2A, 2B scorer on this team. It depends on which day it is, but he has been a very consistent shooter, very aggressive defensively. This is why they benched Duncan Robinson, because he is not good defensively. Max Strus is, all right? He plays both sides of the ball and can knock down the three. He has no problem going to the hole. I see similarities to Joe Harris in him. Not saying he's Joe Harris, but I see some similarities in his game. So give me Max Strus at 5,600. We'll pay the price increase in this series, definitely, because they're going to need the scores. A lot of attention is going to be on Jimmy Butler. Let's go on to the power forward position. And this is just pretty much been the most consistent power forward throughout the whole playoffs, okay? It has been Al Horford. I was looking at Dorian Finney-Smith and some other guys. I want to see how the small ball affects each other in that Warriors and Dallas Mavericks series. It's going to be very interesting how they come out. But I think I have someone sneaky when we get to the value plays on the Warriors side. But Al Horford for our power forwards, he has been a consistent, all right? Not only, it doesn't matter if he doesn't score. He's going to give you something in other departments, and we're waiting for that big blow-up game yet again, because it is going to come. They're going to need his size going up against the Miami Heat, and they kind of have a little bit of an advantage if they put forward Al Horford and Robert Williams. Robert Williams, don't forget about him. He only missed one game. Pretty much he only missed one game because it was a blowout, so they didn't really need to play him. So they have that a little bit of advantage down low, and they're going to utilize that. These guys, Al Horford, Robert Williams, are going to be huge, okay? They're going to be huge in corralling these possessions. No second chance points is going to be huge for Boston Celtics. That's what they lean on, and it helps their defense as well and starts fast breaks as well. So Al Horford, we've seen the down part, which is 29-28, and we've seen the up part, 48, 57, 40, 37. We see that upside. We're getting him below 7K, and I'm right back on that cheap price of Al Horford, okay? Let's continue to go down, and we're going to go with Bam Adebayo, all right? Bam Adebayo has an easier matchup in this game. He does not have to deal with Joel Embiid, and even with him going up against Joel Embiid, he still did okay, all right? That one particular game where he scored 21 points, chipped in with 7 rebounds, 4 assists. The other 2 games were a blowout, so he didn't really need to do much, and that's why you see the decrease in salary from 8,100 all the way down to 7,100. This is a new series going up against the Boston Celtics, and he has averaged 37 fantasy points in this matchup, okay? So we got a positive there. Someone that's going to give you right there at the 40 bomb spot at below 8K, at below 7,500. That's someone you really need to focus in on and then move on to the next position. I think Bam Adebayo is a very multifaceted rebound, assist. He can score, steal, block, Bam Adebayo is going to be one of those key cogs, probably on a consistent basis as we go throughout this series. And I like his price at 7,100. Let's go on to FanDuel and let's focus in on the value play and the lock of the night. All right, the first guy we're going to key in on is Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie is huge to the success of the Dallas Mavericks. Not only Dorian Finney-Smith and Reggie Bullock knocking down threes, but Spencer Dinwiddie providing that scoring punch off the bench. We saw what he did against the Phoenix Suns. He finally woke up into his Brooklyn Nets days where he was just going one-on-one and destroying teams, okay? Spencer Dinwiddie finally felt comfortable in this Game 7 and came through with 30 real points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal. He is at $5,000 salary, okay? Not saying he's going to replicate that same performance, but we see the urgency here. This is the Western Conference Finals. They need their 6th man in this scenario, and this is why they got rid of Kristaps Porzingis for you. So we're going to hop on Dinwiddie bandwagon until the wheels crack. I like his price at $5,000 on both sites, okay? Let's continue to go down. Jordan Poole at $5,600. This is the sneaky guy that I like, that you're getting at a discounted price. They had to go big. The Warriors had to go big against the Memphis Grizzlies. This is a different scenario going against the Dallas Mavericks. In this one, they can go back to their death lineup, running Clay, Poole, Curry, Wiggins, and Draymond. They can definitely go back to that. We'll see how it affects the Dallas Mavericks, because obviously Dallas Mavericks have a lot of one-on-one good defenders. So if you put another shooter out there, it kind of like negates that, okay? So we'll see how these two teams attack each other. This is a very interesting matchup. I much rather prefer this matchup than the Suns and the Warriors. That's just being honest. What I saw from the Suns was ugly. Was 100% ugly. So we're going with Jordan Poole now at a new price of $5,600 on FanDuel. But if you're looking at Poole on DraftKings, he is at a price of $6,200. So they didn't drop him too much because they know the upside is there. If he's getting his regular allotment of minutes of 30 to 35 minutes, then we can see a big Jordan Poole performance, all right? And this team loves to shoot threes, okay? Both sides. Dallas loves to shoot threes. Warriors love to shoot threes. We could get some very explosive matchups in this series. So I'm going with Jordan Poole as a value play, okay? Let's continue going down. And the next guy on our list will be Victor Oladipo at $4,500. Like I said, Kyle Lowry's out. That means Tyler HERRO has to step up. Also, that means Victor Oladipo has to step up as well. He's been a solid contributor coming back from injury, and he's been chipping in solidly in that Philadelphia series, and now we'll see what he does against the Boston Celtics. Getting 32 minutes, 18 and 19 in the last 3 games, blowouts in those last 2 games, so you can probably average Victor Oladipo to around that 25 to 30 minute range, and he's going to provide points, rebounds, assists, steals as well. He's an all-around basketball player when he's fully healthy. So I'm liking utilizing him at $4,400 on FanDuel. And if you're looking at him on DraftKings, we can get Oladipo at $5,300. So the value is going to be on FanDuel. I definitely love him on FanDuel because you're saving $800. $5,300 is a little bit more pricey, but that is fine. He can get there because he's going to be utilized, all right? Like I said, no Lowry. They need another ball handler. Tyler HERRO, Oladipo are going to be next in line alongside of Jimmy Butler. Those are going to be the 3 main ball handlers in this series, okay? With a lot of attention going to Butler, they're going to need their other 2 guys, all right? Let's go down to 2 more value plays. Jonathan Kuminga, he's going to be a factor as well. Like I said, the Warriors switched to a big lineup playing Looney, so now they might switch back going to Jonathan Kuminga. We'll see what Steve Kerr does. If that lineup comes out with Kuminga as the starter, then we can go with him as the value play. If it's not, then he's going to get limited minutes. It's going to be sketchy. We can skip it, all right? Skip it. Only if Kuminga is starting, then we'll use him as a value play. If not, then we'll move on to our other value plays, okay? So I like Kuminga at 4,000 on Fanduel, and look at Kuminga on DraftKings. He is at $3,100, Jonathan Kuminga. If he's starting, getting 20-plus minutes, we can get a steal for game 1 in the series, all right? Let's go to our last value play and then go on to our lock of the night. Our last value play will be Robert Williams, all right? Robert Williams is coming back into the fold. He only missed that one game. He's going to be available, and we'll see Ime Udoka probably utilize him, okay? We're going to see. We're going to see what happens. You can even take the game 1 as just a wait-and-see approach, but if you want to take a risk, go ahead. They're going to need his size going up against Bam Adebayo. They have an advantage here if they deploy athletic Robert Williams next to Al Horford. That's been their lineup all season long and in the playoffs. So we're going to be very, very careful about that. But I think they gave him the clear all from Ime Udoka. If you're looking at all the reports, he's going to be fine. And that doesn't take away from Grant Williams. It doesn't take away from Grant Williams. They need their center back, all right? He is a next-level defender, okay? Look at the performances. 3 blocks, 2 blocks, 3 blocks. He's really changing shots, collecting rebounds. Even in limited minutes, Robert Williams is an X factor, okay? So I like him as our last value play. Let's go on to our lock of the night. And the lock of the night will be the player of Sunday, Luka Doncic, 11,500. This man stepped up and literally took out the Phoenix Suns team by himself. I think this is his time. We're seeing a very special player grow finally, getting to the Western Conference for the first time for Luka Doncic. I'm proud of this man. He should have been the MVP. Not Nikola Jokic, and definitely not Joel Embiid. This man, Luka Doncic, is a different breed, okay? Definitely a different breed. And I'm loving him at 11,500. I think he has a big advantage. And Jason Kidd, as his coach, he's utilizing him in very good situations, switching on to DeAndre Ayton, switching on Luka onto Chris Paul. And that's what they really attacked, man. They really tired out Chris Paul, attacked him nonstop. And Luka Doncic was the recipient and rewarded all his other teammates and getting open shots and getting his own open shot as well. So give me Luka Doncic at 11,500 on FanDuel and 11,400 on DraftKings as the lock of the night, all right? Let me know in that comment section down below if you have any other suggestions at point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, value play, or lock of the night. Let me know in that comment section down below. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetsJetsD, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out, guys.